No, but I do have my fucking. I'm gonna. I'm gonna pop my hemorrhoid though. Fuck! And dude, I gotta play the Eagles in this league, and he's 4-0 also, and I'm not looking forward to this game. Mm, fucking send it. I'm motivated. It's the fucking Eagles. Yeah. Listen, if you guys wanna watch my live, I just posted it in the chat. If not, I understand. No. Let's see. I forgot what the 4th down rule was in this league. 4th and 1 behind the 50, 4th and 3 past the 50. All right. This game is being played in London. Hello? I really don't know what to tell you.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock.
Oh my.
About 25 yards.
What was it good?
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Yeah, trust me, these people are some super sweats.
Now they send them back in motion right. Throwing here, Hurts. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up 3rd down.
That was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get over.
It's third down.
That's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Buys time, rolling right. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. They'll run for it with Barkley.
I hit the. Oh my god! I got stuck on the wrong person. Stupid. Yeah, I got stuck. This is so stupid.
He's got it in the end zone, but he can't get the feet down. Oh, that throw just took him a little bit too far, Brock. That's going to be incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively. aggressively to force the incompletion.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Hurts setting up to throw. Intercepted in the end zone.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Well, you watch defensive coaches.
You like that one, Blake? You like that one?
On these returns to get to the near side.
God damn it.
You like that one, Blake?
Those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it's for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Oh, he was happy to take a back seat in favor of getting the win last week, Brock, but we all know receivers, right? I think he'd like a few more catches in this one.
Yeah, books have been written about certain receivers that want their touches. And when you produce, you're going to get more touches.
Here's carry now. This is Bashal Tootin. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go again here with Tootin. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Lawrence looking to throw. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
And the rusher's going to win this rep. They get to him. Nolan Smith. And that will bring up 2nd and 18.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Now at midfield after that loss. Here's 2nd and long. Tootin gets it from the gun. It's a nice running there. Gets him a 3rd down coming up. Goes to the hurry-up offense here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
10. 3rd and long for him here. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. The defense rallied. They responded. Forced a 4th down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll pull his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
Now up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They go to Barkley again. And that's not what the offense styled up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Man, some of these linebackers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Forced out to his right. Dumps it off to Barkley, complete. Hit there, driven out of bounds. Gain of about 8 before it. And it's going to be a Philadelphia 1st down.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Taken down after a quality gain, though, 15 yards. And that sets up an Eagles 1st down. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's another carry for Barkley. Across the 20, continuing to work. It's a Philadelphia touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. They jump ahead by 4.
Eagles 7, Jaguars 3. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Hand off to Tootin. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd down give to Tootin. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Got his man. Thomas has it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the gun, Tootin. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knock down that runner.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. We've set it down from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Lawrence. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. Out of bounds he goes, following a gain of about 11. That's going to earn the Jags a new set of downs.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
On the give, it's Tootin. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Working on second down. Lawrence. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. Third down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
All right, they need 7 here on third down on what is the 9th play of this drive. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. Look at this effort, just enough to argue forward, gets them the first.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Lawrence hangs out to it. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from London right after this. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Go, let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. It's going to force them into a 4th down decision. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Little knocks it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Fielded at the 7. Showing a little burst so far. That's a good work on that one back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You never ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Oh, nice punt, and a fair catch. Going to stick them at the 7.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
In a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. Touchdown, Jacksonville! Cam Little to try the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And their lead now stands at 6.
13. Eagles 7. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Approaching the final minute here before halftime. First down, a run with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, but a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. A play fake now hurts to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by the rookie out of Washington.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own
1st and 10 coming up.
44-yard
Jaguars
line.
ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Finds the in route complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
2nd down, it's Lawrence. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. And he is in with the dive. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas Jr., number 5 for him this season. On his Little for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. And they lead by 13.
Jaguars 20, Eagles 7. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here.
36-yard line.
It's Hurts throwing on 2nd. They'll get it to Rashee Rice. Complete. And they're going to get to him. Bring him down after allowing about 13 on the play. And that is good for an Eagles first down. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He's just going to get rid of this one. So that is how our half will end. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
2 quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our second half. LaQuint Allen to return this. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. They go counter. It's Tootin. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Hey, Ron. Hey,
They'll run again with Tootin. And they find him after just a yard. It's third down.
He's brought down at the 31. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And it's going to be first down, Jaguars.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Lawrence. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
18 more yards. That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Tootin up the middle. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Lawrence now off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Tootin headed left. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. All right, Brock, so they didn't get the first, but now this is very tempting. You just got a chunk. All you need now is a single yard.
And you know what those new age analytics will tell you?
Go for it.
You got to go.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this.
All right, let's go. Hey, tomato. Right.
Lawrence here running the sneak. And this is not going to be enough. They knew it was coming. They were ready to counter it. And the push is sent away on 4th. It's a turnover on downs. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Barkley off the pistol give. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Handoff headed right. Barkley. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
One defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down now. Jaguars going nickel. Motioning the tight end left. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. This is cut downfield by Rice. And brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. It looks like they're marking the gain at about 25 yards.
1st down, Eagles.
Zone read give here to Barkley. Works his way to the 35. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he gets home. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown,
Saquon Barkley. His 2nd of the game, doubling his season total. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the 2nd half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So after the missed extra point, he's still out there. He's going to put it back in play. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Inside give here for Tootin. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. And that's just a good call there. Not the type of lead or the down where you should be forcing anything. So good call there to just get rid of it.
Yeah, this is called game management, right?
Yeah.
People get this bad perception of a game manager. He's a game manager. You know, you should be a good game manager. And make sure you throw it away if nothing is there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Lawrence throwing here. Buys time, rolling right. Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Some improvising leads to a huge gain. 39 yards. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Tootin gets it from the gun. And he gets it forward to shoot about a yard out of that. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
And we won't have another snap. That is the end of our 3rd quarter. It's Jaguars football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on to it for one final quarter. Fourth quarter getting underway here. This is going to be 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Tootin. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 26. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Lawrence looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
We've played 3 quarters here already, and those look like some... Offensively, getting after the quarterback, forcing them out of the pocket. forcing another incompletion.
Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. It's about 43 yards for him. Little knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a two-score game really late. Puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting at the 10. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Up to the races, middle of the field. And we've seen a lot of this today. He's in again. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd of the game and 5th so far this season. They can attack on 2 more. The Eagles and Hurts to the line.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he reels it in for 2, so now a field goal will get them the lead. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Hand off to 2. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but someone would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Second down, give to 2. He's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that long block. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Hey, Ron. Don, is that 13, Luke?
Lawrence to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Got his man. Thomas has it. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas Jr. Make it 10 now on the year for him, Brock. That is his 2nd of this game. PAT is up and good from Little. That grows their lead to 9.
The score, Jaguars 30, Eagles 21. Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And we've seen a lot of this today. He's in again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley gets another here in the fourth. Now Hurts getting his guys set for this two-point play.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Hurts. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Jaguars 30, Eagles 27. Jake Elliott to kick
Ball
off
is
for
set up and
Philadelphia.
it's away. Just a three-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tootin. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Now running here with Tootin. And he gets a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Lawrence working from the gun. Force that. They're after him, and they're going to take him down. Way behind the line of scrimmage. There's another one for Smith. And that's going to bring this offense to a 4th and 23. Jacksonville in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Takes this in at the 25. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. It's a design look for Hurts. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. We reached the 2-minute warning from London. Eagles trail by a field goal.
Their 48-yard line.
Multiple ways to attack. Here's 2nd and long. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
They rally to him after a gain of about 7. That effort enough. first down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. How's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down? He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
Setting up to pass. He's not going to be able to get rid of it, so they got to him. Eric Armstead. And that backs them up now into a 2nd and 18.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. They'll get 6 on the run, but still need twice that now. 3rd and 12 coming up. Well, listen to this crowd. They just showed it up on the big board, Brock. He is now the single-game rushing yards record holder.
This is pretty cool, Kate. I was there in person when this record was broken the first time many, many years ago. Sean Alexander in a monsoon. To see it then and now get to call it right here next to you in the booth, pretty special stuff.
Need something big. It's 3rd and long. Hurts a chance to run it here. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that first down marker. Call it a yard. That means 4th down coming up. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And it's on its way and through. He hit it from deep. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
Starting from the 5. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it deep downfield. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. On his Little for the extra point.
Jaguars.
This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Jaguars 37. Eagles 30. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return coming from the 6. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here he is to throw. On the move, headed right. Receiver hauls it in. And he gets out of bounds after a small 2-yard gain. They needed more from that play.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
On 2nd down, here's Hurts. Lemon's got it, left side. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36. Officials signaling timeouts. We've got whistles. Time left for 1 snap. And while we all know the odds are low, it's not impossible that they find a way to score. down to their last snap here. Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. It's intercepted! That will do it! That is Caleb Ransom. And the Jaguars make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And their trip across the pond, a fruitful one, Brock, as they claim the victory over here in London. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Jaguars, as we say cheerio from London.
He ain't your three. He ain't your two. He the ball.